3rd July, 1986. Secret nuclear bunker.
RGHQ.
I thought that was a word, sorry. Government and military personnel, 58.
Is that like Royal Guard headquarters? Is that what it is? Maybe RGHQ?
I have not really watched any spoilers for this, but, hold on. I have not watched any spoilers for this, but the cover art is very similar to that of The Thing. So I was wondering, like, if that was similar, or is it just because of light?
Really well.
Temperatures dropping from 100 over 70 to 70 over 50.
Oh, thank you for subscribing, Booper Snooter. Just wanted to say thank you for both the abundance of videos during quarantine. You and the community, you both are lovely. And I'm glad I sneaky watched your videos with earbuds in when my parents couldn't hear you swearing.
I can see the head. Last push.
So this game is about people who live in a bunker for reasons that are not explained in the description. But this baby's being born in a bunker. What year did they say this was?
Did they say 1958? Is that what
It's a
that's
boy.
what the chat said?
Ah.
Well done.
Well done, it's a boy.
What if I just didn't breathe? Do you think I'd die?
1986.
1986. Is this a... I wonder if this is like an alternate universe where the bombs did drop
Government and military personnel, 59.
instead of 58. Because they plopped out a baby. Do you think they just think that the bombs went off and it never did? Just like in that movie, Blast from the Past with Brendan Fraser?
I like how we don't even know what this is about yet, and you're already trying to put in theories.
Well, I want to know. I like to be engaged with things mentally and want to know what's going on. That's kind
30
of...
years later, day 10,998. I almost tried to read that as a year.
All right, can you guys hear the game and us pretty well? Okay, well, or bad? Oh, I click on...
My parents didn't even meet in 1986. Get out.
Get away from me. Don't talk to
Get
me.
out. Get out.
Oh, the setting is pretty good.
So this is 30 years after 1986. So
You've got to say it again, John. You can't leave me alone, Mum. I'll still be here. I'll always be here. But you forgot to say it again.
As long as I stick to the routine, I'll be safe. As long as I
Always be here.
stay in our rooms, I'll be safe. As long as I don't go outside, I'll be safe.
That's it. Good boy. What time is it?
Bleeding time, Mum.
Yes.
it's not trying to hate, but it's making me feel like I look pretty great for being in my 30s. If this guy is supposed to be 30.
Yeah, if he's been underground, he shouldn't have a wrinkle to his whole body.
Well, I don't think that's quite true, but yeah. Game audio could be slightly higher. Extract from the Bible.
Experienced little. He has experienced in many things. Multiple bodies. He have not been tried. Mum?
I love you, John. I'll be here. I keep you safe, I promise.
No. 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 Please. Please.
Oh, this is a good point. Dryness and stress also create wrinkles, also possibly radiation, if they're getting radiation down here too.
So she's the same actress as the birth lady, and usually what they do to make wrinkles is they'll put like glue on your skin and then stretch it, and then like
Let it kind of...
yeah, and when they let
crinkle.
it dry, and then they'll undo it so it looks more crinkly.
Oh my god, should we give ourselves old makeovers?
Stacey, you would have a breakdown. We're not going to do that.
The routine, day 11,109. So it's been like...
Stacey, you just asked to do your worst nightmare.
It's been like 100 days. Medical, vitamins, dosimeter, radio, radiation check, food, mother.
I wonder if he is neuroatypical and that's why she's so strict about the routine, or if it's just that like this is just something to fill your day, so I'm going to teach my kid to do this every day so that he'll just do it.
So based on actually just being in quarantine, a lot of people find that routines stave off stress, and that they also give you something to focus on besides your current situation. And it also can emphasize like self-care and making sure that you're doing the things you need to take care of you. So
That makes sense.
and also probably like just staving off like mental problems, I guess, from being alone, because he's alone now.
Alright, I'm gonna say it. I feel like British men all don't have eyebrows. I said it. Oh, okay. We have to be clicking on things. So we must be taking vitamins and stuff, like vitamin D and stuff, to supplement our diet.
I can check my radiation level with the dosimeter.
Whoa.
Radiation is just over 70 MR. That's acceptable.
How does that work?
I don't know. I wonder if there's like something... I don't know.
If anyone in the chat knows how that works, or if anyone on YouTube knows how that works, I would really like to know.
So I would assume it's also old technology.
I'm sure someone who's like an enthusiast knows.
Right, but if they were in here in 1986, whatever that is, that's why it's probably not like a super high-tech thing,
Yeah.
maybe?
Sometimes, if I knew I was gonna be in a bunker for a long time, I think I would prefer to have an older technology than a newer one. For the same reason they put old technology in spacecrafts and stuff. It's because it's dependable. I don't know. Something that I would know how to fix reasonably. Good night, Noodle Boy was taken. Go to sleep. Have sweet dreams as you listen to our beautiful voices.
They still have these.
Oh, are you researching the thing?
Yeah, I mean, at least it looks the same.
Do you know if you find out how it works? I'd love to know.
I think that what it is maybe it's just that you're putting it close to you and you're looking through at the measurement, maybe?
Ah, that sounds
Because
interesting.
that way it can be...
Okay, so the dosimeter.
Cool.
So that
So, but
measures it?
I think what it is because you're putting it like close, maybe like you're putting it close to you, and that way it can show you like a larger scale because it's through a microscope. You know what I mean? Rather than like you're looking at a little thing, and I don't know if it would be able to show you enough. I don't know.
Yeah,
It doesn't
I don't
say
know.
how it works, but it's the same thing.
We're gonna do the radiation check now. So I wonder if it's personal versus environmental.
Mm-hmm.
Again, let us know if you can't hear us.
Maybe the button on the bottom.
Regional Government HQ 5.1, Davies Roberts Operating System version 1. Console that, okay. System okay. Time in bunker 11,109 days. Survivors 1.
Oof.
Perform bunker radiation check. System check running. Oxygen okay. Temperature okay. Boiler, server, water, communications, air filtration, sewage, waste,
Bunker radiation
electrical.
is normal. Good.
Time to chomp. What are we gonna do to Mother? She's dead.
I know. I was gonna say, is she just gonna be like a shriveled husk?
I need to choose dinner.
Some psycho vibes.
Beans. I want beans.
What should we have? Beans or beans?
Under the earth, no one can hear you fart.
Peas and carrots, I suppose. So that makes 27 years, 3 months and 14 days of food left.
Oh.
He's eating while pooping. That's depression.
Oh wow.
That is extra. These are some quarantine vibes. Just made dinner tofu and beans. Ooh, Wordsmith 337. That sounds kind of good.
Oh no.
Well, he has nowhere to put her body.
I understand. But it's still sad.
No, this is like the saddest thing I've ever seen. Like, he has no one to talk to. If I was her, I'd just tell him, you know what, at this point, just go up. Just see what's out there, because you're going to
Yeah.
be by yourself. I'd tell him to leave if I was his mom, but I don't know.
Well, she can't now.
What a great drawing. But I've never seen real flowers.
Oh, God. That was, that hit deep, dude. This poor man. What if he goes up and it's just like in the movie?
She's a bedsheet ghost. Oh my god.
What if we go and it's like blast from the past and everything's fine?
She liked it when I read to her. The fan should be set in operation as soon as the shelter is occupied and the outside doors closed. It should be closed down immediately following the attack to prevent the filters blocking due to the air following the blast wave being contaminated with dust particles both from the ground and from any falling buildings. These particles will not be radioactive. Similarly, the ventilation should be shut down when the fallout is experienced.
I also just want to be super clear that if this is the only place he's ever known, I can understand why his first instinct is not, I should just leave.
Well, it probably wouldn't even like occur to him as an option.
Yeah.
But if I was his mom and dying, I'd be like, just fucking go. Who knows? You know, dude, just go. You
Yeah.
know? Or even in my dying moments, I'd be like, we gotta go. We gotta get out of here. It sucks.
I mean, I think the fact that like things like agoraphobia can occur even in non-disaster scenarios where you just have personal trauma, not just, but where you have personal trauma and you seek a safe place. I can only imagine, you know.
Radiation is nearly ATMR. It's increasing.
Uh-oh. Something is wrong in the thing.
I actually just read a book about a woman who was suffering from agoraphobia, like because of PTSD.
Mm-hmm.
It was very interesting.
Thank you for the donation, Noodle Boy was taken. Have some of my commission money before I snooze. I did a painting for this because a roach flew at me and I lost sleep. Love you guys. Oh my god. So, related story. First of all, thank you so much for the $5.
You did not see a cockroach, did you?
No, I did not see a cockroach.
I was...
Because, you know why? We have the centipedes. Remember?
Oh, yeah, they're called something, it's a house centipedes, because they're just the little guys.
Yeah, but first of all, thank you so much for the $5, because I know that money has value. And,
But now we're going to talk about bugs.
But I just want to let you know that I had a similar experience with a house centipede where I woke up at like 6 or something when the sun was coming up, and I looked at the ceiling and I just see it crawling across the ceiling, but I didn't have my glasses on and I thought it was just dust at first. And then I realized what it was and I could never exist anymore.
Yeah.
I just was like...
I have to, every time I see one of those, I have to like actively like forget the fact that they're just living in the walls. That there's all sorts of things living in the walls and that they just usually stay there because that's where they prefer to be. But when there's temperature changes, they come out. And I'm just kind of like, no, we're alone in here.
Yeah, there's no bugs. They should be putting down poison for the condo, but I guess they just don't.
Centipedes aren't like a...
No, they're supposed to be good for us.
Yeah.
Centipedes and spiders are on our side. You know, they kill the cockroaches, they kill the pests, they kill termites. So I try to tell myself, like, hey, you know, they're pulling their weight, they're paying rent. You know, they're cleaning up after themselves.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm only going to give them shit if they come into my space. Okay? You know.
I've never seen a cockroach here.
Me neither. You know why? The house centipedes.
Yeah.
Thank you, house centipedes. I'm sorry that I'm scared of you.
Insects are great as long as they stay over there.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry for the long tangent, but I was traumatized. System check. Everything is okay except for probably one
also,
thing.
I do just want to quickly recognize that there are agoraphobes in the chat, so I just wanted to say hi.
I have agoraphobia, but I work on it.
Thank you for subscribing, Jesse C. Cook. Watching you two has really helped. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hopefully this doesn't make you feel like you're trapped in a bunker.
I have agoraphobia because of my OCD, and sometimes it takes me a while to just get out the door because I'll be like, well, what if I need this? What if I need this? And then it's at some point I just have to go, well, then you'll just need it. And then I go out and I just go. And then I get really nervous about all the things that can go wrong. And then if one thing goes wrong, my brain goes, yes, actually, you should have never left because now you're in danger. And it's just like, okay, great.
27 years, 3 months, and 13 days left.
One thing, I was frustrated.
The dreary mornings were before us, but there were no sign of any wind, and the boats had gone out and manned, and the ship wrapped 3 or 4 miles around the corner of the island and up around the narrow passages to the haven behind the Skeleton Island. I volunteered for one of the boats, wherever I had.
I was making a lot of progress with agoraphobia before the pandemic, but it is what it is. But I think one of the major things that helped me was figuring out comfortable clothes and like figuring out how to make myself the most amount of comfortable I can be while out in the world, instead of thinking like I have to have all these things or I have to dress a certain way, when really my anxiety has helped a lot if I wear like clothes that are just really loose fitting and flowy. But it's probably different for everybody. Medical, vitamin, okay, we get it. It's monotonous.
I get a lot of anxiety about going to places that I haven't been before. Just, even if it's like when I was supposed to go to the post office, even if it's like...
Well, you don't know what to expect.
Yeah, for me, it used to center around, like, just not knowing exactly,
Radiation
like...
is over 80 MR.
exactly where to go or like what to do once I'd be in the building. So like if I was going someplace and I didn't know where the elevators would be, or like what floor I was supposed to go to, or like which direction the door opened in, I would get really worked up about it. And I still do. I just kind of have to like.
Nothing's happening. You can keep talking.
No, I was just thinking about how to articulate. It's not like I'm saying like suck it up and just do it, but that's really been like, I try to just keep, server failure.
I would say it's not suck it up and just do it. I would say it's compartmentalizing the feelings.
Yeah.
So it's more like acknowledging the feeling and through months and months of pushing past it, you can compartmentalize it better.
The procedural manual. Where is it?
I think another thing that has helped me is like I'll think about instances in the past where I have successfully dealt with it, like gone to the same place and inevitably became more comfortable. Like a good example is like going to concerts. And once I've been to a certain venue several times, then I feel like safe going there, and then I really enjoy myself. And so I just try to think about that, and I'm like, think about if you're able to do this a couple times, it will start to feel better, and that makes me like more able to deal with it because I know that it will get easier.
My
old
diary.
Oh.
Today it is my birthday, and I have had extra peaches, my favourite. And there was a candle. Mum gave me this book and some pens. Look, here are the colours. Vera sang me a ring of roses. She said she was crying because she is happy it's my birthday. And then she and PJ and Louie and Mum sang me happy birthday, but not too loud. I blew out the candle. This book is going to be my book about my friends.
Oh no.
Today I will start a new friend. He will look like this. He will be a soldier because I have a general, but I need a bigger army. I've got a block from the map room, but I had to hide. Mr. Bishop was there. He nearly saw me. He was shouting. He says I am a waste. I think he is a waste. I will make the soldier, and Mr. Churchill and Joan of Arc will tell him to fight Mr. Bishop.
Hold on, I want to stop the beeping in case it's like bothering anybody before we go back to the diary.
I don't need new underwear right now.
Sir, I did not know that, okay?
How are we supposed to know that you didn't need new underwear?
I don't want to read.
Make announcement. It means power is being shut down. Find fuse box located in storage room. Level 2 and identify damaged fuses. Locate replacement fuses. Shut off mains power. Wait 10 seconds. Replace damaged fuses. Switch power back on. Perform a systems check. Okay.
Find the fuse box level 2. Find the fuse box level 2.
Oh.
I just didn't want the beeping to bother people while we were trying to explore. I hope we can come back to it. Press I to view toy collection.
Mum.
That's your mommy.
Wow. God, this is like so. Has anyone tried using CBD oil to help with anxiety?
I have. I like it.
It helps me sleep better. I haven't felt a very noticeable difference for pain or anxiety though.
On anxious days, I take some CBD gummies and I'm pretty chill, you know, just,
I need to find the fuse box on level 2. Don't need to change.
well, now we know eventually we'll probably need to change.
Yeah.
All the dirt on the wall keeps making me think that the screen is broken, and then I get upset. Oh, this is the dead body room. Might be.
Oh, I also use the drops. It really, I think the effect really depends on the person, because I know that some people have had a lot of, like, good luck with it.
You
can do it, bro. You can do it. I know you've never done it before, but you can.
It's locked.
Uh-oh.
That sucks. When you finally get the nerve
Yeah.
up and then it's locked. Oh, that has to suck. So let's see. We have 2 rooms. Maybe it's in this room.
Yeah.
The procedural manual. Where is it? Where's the manual?
Maybe if we go through the diary, it'll be like in the pages or something.
My old diary.
Today it is my birthday, and I have had. We had ham today. It is sort of pink and sticky. It is better than sardines, which are the worst.
Huh.
Mum has made my knife sharper so I can finish off doing my soldier. She says Rocky was the best at winning fights, so that's his name. I finished Rocky, so here are all my friends.
So, an interesting point is that so everybody here died, and also pork is very similar to human meat. Not saying that that's what happened, but you know, probably. For some reason, the sound isn't going off for the subscription, so if we miss it, please yell in the chat that we missed it. Oh, thanks for hosting. Oh, okay, sorry, I didn't see.
Today it is my birthday, and I have had.
Alright, we gotta find a key. Stacy, if you were a key, where would you run away to?
Maybe, did we already...
If I find the manual, I can fix this. I'm not sure I can do this.
It's probably in Mama's room.
Yeah.
It's probably in Mama's skull.
Yeah, unfortunately, if we want to be in that room, the beeping is happening, so there's not really a way for us to turn it off if we want to look at things in that room. But we'll try to keep it to a minimum.
Oh, there's a key. Get wrecked, Mommy.
The key. Now I have to leave.
Just trying to see what was in there.
How old is he now? He's 30. So this should be 2016.
Some of my old drawings.
I mean, this is about what mine look like, so I'm not gonna... I can't hate too much.
Current day.
I mean, they might have been eating people. It sounded like they had a lot of food, but...
I mean, why not? What, you want to have vegetables every day? Sometimes you want to eat meat, dude.
I know. I'm just saying, like... They're in the chat, they were talking about starving to death, but I don't think they would have starved.
No, they would have been fine. Just saying, they probably ate somebody.
Also, in theory, you could have certain people know that you were eating people and other people who didn't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Again, with the eating people, I think I would make a great rump roast. Stacy, you would make great ribs.
Probably.
Also, like,
Or-
human wings, chicken wings, human wings.
Or, I don't know, do you want, like... Oh. I don't know what makes a good human human steak.
And I've taken the spoil supplies off
And spit it out.
14 months, at best. If we carry on as we are, 8 months.
Ah.
But I've gone over it with Dr. Hart. On bare minimum, we might make 14.
And bare minimum means?
I didn't like to press him, but scurvy, rickets. Christ.
Then we all just withered away to skin and bone.
Not if we eat
Okay,
each other.
so they were eating people.
Maybe I should have just left the hatch open and gone for a nice stroll in the fresh air instead.
What do?
We tell people everything's all right.
It's not all right.
One whiff of this and you'll have your throat slit over the last tin of peaches. Is that the way you want to die, Sam? Fighting over scraps? We could just cut your wrist now and the rest of us will split your rations. Chin up, man. It's 10 minutes until the next bulletin.
Oh, or they could have killed people to reduce their consumption of
The way you
rations.
want to die, Sam.
Maybe the mom was like, I'll poison them all. You know what might have happened? Because she says stay in our rooms and we'll be safe. It might have been that, like, she locked that door so that they couldn't come get them when they probably had some sort of fight. And so she locked it and so they couldn't get to them. So if we just stayed in the rooms, I wonder if we're going to find, like, radiated zombies or something.
I wonder if, like, I kind of wonder if we're gonna just find people. Maybe we were in hiding, you know?
Achievement unlocked failure.
What did we fail at?
What did we fail? Considering how much food he has. Yeah, she might have stolen the food and locked the door. Says, yeah, I think, yeah. You can rant. You can rant all you want. We might not read it all, but if you feel like you want to rant, feel free to say it in the chat, but we might not respond.
Dan, this is Alex. Please send this out to all the Berkshire stations and let me know. Thanks. Hello. This is Alexandra Swan. I'm trying to contact my brother Jonathan Swan. When the 4-minute warning came, I was on the phone to him. And he said he'd got a place in one of the Berkshire bunkers, but I don't know which one. If he's with you, and his wife's name is Sarah. John, if you're there, or if anyone has any news on him, please let me know.
Oh, a Commodore. Is that a Commodore 64 or just a regular Commodore? I know that a lot of, like, equipment places and older military places still use Commodore 64 simply because they still work, you know?
Well, it's the same thing with, like, a lot of analog technology that's not, like, connected to the internet. You might want something that is not connected.
Goodbyes, general field load. So, census unknown, supplies low, fighting. Commander Roland's dead. So
Brad breach. Request for aid. Air systems failure.
Oh, so regional reports, is this other bunkers?
Yeah, because that's like Berkshire, Ox. Maybe these are.
So this must be other bunkers.
So these
reporting
are. So
in.
see last contact on these different dates. So.
October 1996, deceased Taylor Vera. Cause of death unknown. Autopsy inconclusive. November 1996, deceased Cause of death, acute gastrointestinal failure, possible radiation sickness. I'm going to be fine, okay? Maybe fine isn't the right word, but we have enough supplies to make it through. I'm sure of it. If we can just keep it together and be sensible with the rations, then we can make it. Sure, none of us are going to get fat down here, but I could use losing a few pounds anyway. Okay, well.
Communication from Bunker HQ, Site 3, Corsham, Wiltshire. Prime Minister delivered safely before blast hit. 4,013 government ministers and civil servants, including Cabinet Office, local and national government agencies, intelligence and security advisors logged in. Shortage noted in domestic support staff. Guess they didn't make it. All facilities operating normally. Checks carried out in infirmary, bakery, laundry, kitchens, telephone exchange, storerooms, office space, living accommodation, maintenance areas and workshops. How big is that place? Trust me, get sent to this sardine tin. Prime Minister unsatisfied with living accommodation. Twat. Other. Civilian casualties noted outside bunker. Group of 50 attempted to breach rear exit blast door. Aggressive action not required. Activity ceased after blast. Poor bastards.
Oh, they blew themselves up trying to get in.
Oh, okay.
This is interesting. I like it. Trying to see if we're missing anything.
What if he's not actually alone and he was locked in a distant part of the bunker and everyone else is completely fine? That's what I was thinking, is that maybe we'll find people down here, you know?
I think he's just gonna leave the bunker. Or maybe it'll be our choice.
With the greatest respect, sir, we've been up all night. It's been 10 minutes since I had to cover Vera's face.
But is it radiation
I don't
sickness?
know yet. The nearest proper lab is under 10 tons of radioactive rubble, and I have to make do with a microscope.
It's all right, George. We'll run some tests, Mr. Bishop.
Is anyone else showing signs?
Yes, 6 others.
Quarantine them. Right away.
Mom? It's all right. Come here, love. What's the matter? I can't sleep. It's all right. You know if you stay in your room, you'll be safe. I'll be a bit of tick.
I don't like it here, Commissioner.
No one likes this one. Worrying brown residue around bulkhead seals. Don't know what to do about this one. Rubber compound shouldn't be perishing yet. Indicates corrosion from something is in contact with. Unless the cowboys used cottage cheese instead of VX compound, which given how the rest of this place is built wouldn't be unlikely. Response by C. Bishop. Nothing we can do. No replacement seals. Rear bulkhead beam next to recycling unit in A15 showed stress fracturing through paint surface. Rivets loose, wielding what looks like similar progressing in roof beams 2 and 3 along adjacent wall. PGA says not major structural issue, but if it flexes anymore, it might spring a seal loose and we'll be in rad trouble. Yeah, rad? Yeah.
Yep.
Best we could do is foam seal it, but we're running low, so seal off A15 completely. Response by C. Bishop. Gone through drawings with PJ and Frank. Can't waste foam. Told Frank to install additional Geiger in A15 so we can have warning of rad reach. Unexpected moisture in C12. PJ says might be condensation from the filter system, but one of the purifier's lines runs right behind that wall. Worried that we might have a leak in the water system. Request permission to shut down the system and take off the wall panels between C12 and C13 to look into it. Hopefully can fix it that way. Trouble is if there's a leak higher up, we can't get into examine it because the ceiling there is a solid weld. Filter spec sheet says Condensation can be caused by rapid warming cooling of filter system. No cause for concern. God save the Queen.
Attention, the mains power is about to be switched off for maintenance purposes.
Oh, he's doing that step.
Aww.
Because it's in the thing. Oh, that's like...
You can press the read button. What does that do? Yeah.
These are all the people. Annabelle, skills? Joffrey Arthur, out of it, useless. Laundry repairs. So this is assigning all the people to the different things that they should be doing.
An empty locker.
NBC suit.
Skills is me talking about myself. I like that. Soylent Green is people.
Now he's scared.
God, can you imagine if the lights went out?
Pee. I just pee.
I might just I would just be like, alright, goodbye.
Only open one drawer at a time. Okay. It says sex, but also SX, but sex. Anything cool in here? Nope.
I'd just die. I'd simply lose the will to live like Padme. One day the lights went out, then Stacy just dissipated into darkness and we never saw her again.
Please report any faults to the... Okay, so we gotta click on it somehow. Is it in a void? What's going on?
God, that's so freaky looking.
That was like, it just really... I don't know what that was. Okay, I want to make sure like there's not some sort of... Okay.
Here's the replacement.
How do we know?
Was it in the instructions? Are we supposed to like remember that or?
No, it wasn't in the instructions. It's
That's the damaged one.
Alright, is it?
I should turn the power off first.
Okay.
No!
Out.
Oh,
I
God.
feel like something is,
no.
I don't know about
damaged
this.
fuse.
I don't know about this. This seems weird and not okay.
What? What?
I'm replacing the fuse.
Oh, was that the broken one?
Yeah.
Okay.
He said that's the damaged one when I took it out.
Switch mains power back on.
No, if is it not gonna turn on?
It's gonna turn on. It's gonna be okay. Don't worry. We're gonna turn on and then some horrible monster's gonna come out. It's gonna be fine. See? Everything's fine. He told the monster we're resetting it, so the monster's like, oh, okay, I know what's happening. Like, it's fine.